Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Thomas's Browns going up against Browns Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bowman. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bowman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Defense showing blitz. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
James has got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on second down. Bowman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Bowman being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Dobbs now on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
Let's go.
On second down, Dobbs eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Got his target, Samuel. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
To throw on second down. Bowman. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. On first and 10, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Here we go. Black round. Black round. Ohio, let's go. Ohio.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On third down, here's Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's Dobbs to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has just goes sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Bowman, throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on third down, Bowman. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Freeman lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
And he loses the football a second time. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunity. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing here, Dobbs. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, The last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Back to throw Dobbs. Looking for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw on second down, Bowman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Let's go. Boom, landed.
To throw on third down, Bowman. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Brown. And a nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Dobbs. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And that is no good. And this score will... Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Dobbs. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw is Dobbs. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing on first down. Bowman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll take this back down. Inside the 20. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Danny Shelton coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Let's go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And the Steelers on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Dobbs is throwing. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Cousins from the gun on third. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. He spins free. It's a 40-yard punt. Yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Now Dobbs. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Flushed out right. And he's got room. And a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes Martavis Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Here's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson muscles by at the 25. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Throwing, Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Lynch. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 45 yards. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 Short able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Let's go!
Lynch here off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the gun, it's Lynch. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 22-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go. 38. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go play action with Lynch. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Lynch. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Roethlisberger going to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Steelers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.